Hey everybody, welcome back to Fortress State of Mind. We're closing out the train series with what I want to call true inspection. And we're going to get right into it. As I took a journey and I learned more about trains, I learned that the best train companies out there, I want to call a full inspection or a whole system inspection. Because they want to make sure that there's nothing going to impede the journey for what they're shipping out from point A to point B. Nothing's going to impede it. So they check everything. Locomotive, every train car in the caboose. And why? Because if anything's broken or unbalanced, it could cause derailment. Derailment is dangerous and we don't want that. And what does this look like for you? We got to come up with our own true inspection. And I don't want to tell you guys what that's going to look like, how often you should be checking and inspecting yourself. But there's 4 checkpoints that I want to go into with you. Number 1 is a fitness checkpoint. I'm going to tell you guys something. I recently lost 30 pounds, okay? And it didn't happen easily, but it wasn't just diet related. And if you want to know real quick, #keto, that's what I did, okay? As far as the diet is concerned. But I learned something. There was these Swedish scientists that did something and they found a correlation between having some type of fitness regimen and the way that your brain processes, how you feed oxygen to your brain, okay? I'm not a scientist, so I won't get into the details, but there's a correlation between having a fitness regimen and the functionality of your brain. And the goal is to have a fortified mind, okay? If we want to do that, I can't tell you what your fitness regimen is going to look like, but implement one into your life. When's the last time you checked how your fitness is going? You want to have mental fitness, create a physical fitness. Number 2 is an emotional check. I'm gonna tell you guys something. There's a lot of people who get stuck in sadness, which a lot of times is depression, have anxiety for a prolonged period of time, and everything that I want to talk to you guys about when it comes to emotions is something that has been getting you for a prolonged period of time. Listen, somebody dies, we're sad, right? Something goes wrong, we could get sad, we could get angry, we could get frustrated. Somebody angers us, we can get angry. That's not what I'm talking about. Those are momentary things. I want you to think about, when's the last time you did an emotional check to say, hey, what has my emotion looked like for a prolonged period of time? If it's something negative that's not really good, that is conducive to helping you move forward, you gotta sit back and say, you know what? I've been X, Y way, and I need to figure out how to move forward from that. And I don't like that I've been in this negative stance for a really long time. So you got to do an emotional check. Number 3 is a health check. You already know that when you're sick, these other 2 things that I just talked to you guys about are not going to happen. You're not going to work out. You're not going to have good emotion because we're sad, angry, frustrated because we're sick, we're in bed, feeling terrible. But our brain is not going to be firing at all cylinders if we're sick. If you've got something that's been ailing you for a really long time, you got to go get that checked out. Because this right here has to be doing real good for this right here to get us where we want to go. So make sure that you're doing a physical check on a regular basis. And the last one that I'll bring up to you guys is point number 4, is what I'm going to call your train track inspection. A really good train company is not going to just check their train system, they're going to check the tracks all the way through, because again, they don't want anything to impede the journey. And you shouldn't want anything to impede your journey. So your train track check is what, like the trains are. The trains are on something that's taking them somewhere. So when you're on something in your life, it's everything that's surrounding you. Your job, your relationships that are around you, friendships, acquaintances, your everyday watching. What are you watching, right? What are you feeding to your mind? What are you listening to? Who are you allowing to feed into you? What are you allowing to be said to you that you're listening to? All of that is part of your track inspection. And I don't want to tell you what that looks like for you, but when's the last time you sat down and said, you know what? Who do I allow to listen to come into my life? What do I allow myself to listen to? What do I allow myself to watch? How often am I feeding good things versus just things that I want to watch? And listen, I know in this Netflix age, we can binge watch stuff and just be stuck in things for a long period of time, but that's not what I want for you. I want you to make sure that you're feeding good stuff into your life and you're listening to good stuff and you're allowing only people to only say good things for you and not bad things. So do those 4 checkpoints. And I can't tell you how often you're going to do that, but make sure it's part of your regular check. What did we talk about? We talked about fitness, we talked about emotions, we talked about health, and we talked about our train track inspection, our everything around us inspection. Make sure you do those things on a regular basis, y'all. I want to say thank you to all of you guys. We're over 100 subscribers. We're YouTube official, YouTube/C for channel /Fortress State of Mind. We're official now. Thank you guys. Make sure that you like and you comment and you tell me how this has been helping you guys, how you relate to what I talked about today. Make sure that if you are watching for the first time, that you subscribe. And for those of you who are subscribed, that you share and you turn on your notifications so you know when the next video is coming out. I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. We're just going to keep going forward from here. Our next step is 1,000 subscribers. So I just want to leave you guys with this. Stay focused, stay fortified, and stay in a fortress state of mind. Bye, everybody.